Our studio audience had a really bumper ad break. Had some babies, now we've multiplied. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest on the show tonight is the former host of this very program. He's since moved on to do some great things. He's been on Gordon Street Tonight. He's also a regular host on the 7 p.m. project. It gives me great pleasure to introduce a great comic and a great friend. Please welcome Dave Thornton. Hey, mate.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
Diggity Dave Thornton, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, man.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're surviving. Now, we're 3 weeks into Comedy Festival at the moment. You've got some slight bags under your eyes, but you look like you're going all right.
I just woke up. I literally was on the couch and did that nappy thing. I was on YouTube and then I fell asleep and thought I'll be right. And then at about 10 past 8 I went, oh my God, I got to be on telly. And then I'm bolted in here, but I'm here.
Good, good. Do you like what we've done with the place?
I do. It's gone downhill a bit, but it's all right.
Sorry?
What?
Sorry?
No, it's fine.
Moving on. Moving on.
You know, a lot of people ask me, because they go, what have you been doing since studio, eh? A lot of people have been asking me.
What do you mean?
I get in and done daily. They're like, why can't you pay for this tram ticket? I'm like, I'm not on Studio A anymore.
You guys laugh. You guys think that's because it's money. That's actually because they feel so sorry for us. They give us disability cards and we travel for free.
It's so true. It's now. Thought I'd wow the audience and the people watching with this bad boy, which is what I actually won last night. And you can probably read out to the people what that says behind there.
Oh, this is a clang. This is an award drop. Men's D grade, not premiers, runners up. So, well done, Dave. That's what I did last night. I actually played basketball, and we are the second best team in the fourth worst category. CYMS Basketball Association.
Yeah, down
Crying Young Men's Sporting Basketball Association.
Mate, D grade. D is about it's about D grade, and most of the men have about D cups. There's a lot of man boobage, overweight men, and we played and we lost last night. So that's what I've been up to.
What happened? How was your game?
I dominated. Look at those kicks. I dominated.
The fact that the shoes look brand new implies that you use them rarely.
I know. And as you said, we've been doing Comedy Festival for 3 weeks. I turned up to hungover to the grand final.
It's not like it's a big game, it's fun.
Oh, and we just got crushed, and it was disgusting to watch.
We tried to play comedians basketball the other week.
Yeah.
That was a ramshackle affair.
Yeah, wasn't it? Remember we played with Rich Hall?
Yeah.
You guys might all know as Mo Sislak. Well, Mo Sislak was basically based after Rich, wasn't he?
Yeah, on The Simpsons.
On The Simpsons. And Rich Hall's a great comic, but he looks about 112.
Yeah.
And he was out the best player on the court.
Now, mate, what has been going on? You've, of course, got your Comedy Festival show going on at the moment. I Want to Be Bruce Lee.
Yep.
How's it all travelling?
It's been good, man. I tell you what, because in the top of the show, I started talking to people. I don't mind talking to people in the audience, you know what I mean? I don't mind saying, right, you know, you're there, I'm here, we're all facing each other, let's have a talk. Man, I've had some weird reactions. Because I ask people in the audience too, like, about their lives. I talk a bit in my show about being a vegetarian. I'm not one, but I wish I could be if I had the moral fibre. And I found out one night, one woman said she was a vegetarian because at 30, she took acid and decided we were all one and I don't want to kill another human being.
Oh, your standard response.
Off her own volition. Like, I was just like, why are you vegetarian? She's like, because I take heavy drugs. And then she followed that by, God, I hope there's no police in the audience tonight. And there was, and they clubbed her and they dragged her off. So...
Eventful show in my book.
Yeah. I actually had one in Adelaide. Get this. One guy was about 15 minutes late, and you do that whole thing of going, what are you late for, mate? Oh, seriously, like, couldn't you get here on time? And he just goes, no, I was just buying you a beer. And just hands me a beer. And I was like... Carry on. So now, if anyone knows, if you're turning up to a stand-up comedy night and you're late, just bring something and you'll be fine. If you're half an hour late to my show and you hand me over your keys to your Holden Calais, I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that.
Mate, there is something I wanted to talk to you about.
Go on.
You're on Twitter a fair bit.
Guilty.
Guilty. The Logies is coming up soon. They banned Twitter from the Logies.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a ridiculous move?
How can you ban it, though?
They take people's phones off them.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to be the guy at the back that has everyone's phones. I mean, if you're sitting there with all the heads of, you know what I mean, Kerry-Ann Kenley's phone or whatever.
Just get Warnie's phone and message every single other phone.
Who's up for action, sluts? Send all.
Yeah.
Bang. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I reckon that's ridiculous. So that's the best thing about Logies is the fact that we can kind of, you know, pick on each other and kind of, you know, have fun with each other.
Being in the public eye as you are, do you find that social networking tends to gear itself towards negative comments?
Yeah.
Like,
full stop.
It's a very succinct answer. So, is this a thing? Would you prefer if people didn't tweet about your shows?
No, compliment all we want. It's very odd because there's not face-to-face, you know, interaction. Yeah. You know, I love it that people come to my shows. I love it that we can interact via Twitter. But it's so strange because you're not doing it face-to-face. I dare say all these people that might say so-and-so I don't like, and they'll even put their little, you know, Twitter title in there to make sure it gets to that person. If you were sitting in a room, you wouldn't say the same thing. Yeah, exactly. And it seems to be, I think that's part of the reason why they banned it is because not one positive tweet goes up about the Logies. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we're opening a can of worms here, though. Maybe that's like a challenge. I can feel audience members now going, fine, I'm going to come round to your house and tell you what I feel. When you get a brick through the window with what was going to be my tweet wrapped around it, maybe think about opening your trap next time. People just brave enough to stand out the front of my house going, it was me. What are you going to do? Please go back online and leave me alone. Exactly. No, but I reckon tweet away. Who cares? Okay. I mean, you know, we've also found if you do stupid tweets, you're going to be held accountable. I mean, Catherine Devaney was held accountable for what she did. And, was that fair? Are people quoting Twitter too much, or is it a valid form to? Should a newspaper be allowed to quote Twitter? Yeah. Hashtag winning. Bang. Fair enough. It can totally happen. Now, Thorno, your show is on at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival at the moment. It's happening at Rosati Bar. If people want to get online and book tickets, it is the last week this week, so get on www.comedyfestival.com.au just before we finish up. Now, you are going to come back a bit later and play a game, is that right? Yeah. And you know nothing about that game yet, is that right? No. So that'll be fun. But I'm going to play a quick game with you called Final Fires for the mystery prize, where I show you the mystery prize beforehand. Right now, it is a snot-filled flask, courtesy of Luke McGregor. 5 quick answer questions. And it's red too, it's got a little red head, which I like. just like that. 5 quick answer questions, you ready for this? You know, the girl actually said to me in makeup, she said that, she goes, now, you're fair skin or you're not fair skin? She asked one of the girls beforehand. I turn up and she goes, you're not fair. Luke McGregor, he's fair. Here we go. 5. First question. In a recent tour of Adelaide, you purchased a 3-foot-tall sex doll. What was its name? Leroy. Ding, correct. Your preferred nickname is Thornballs. True or false? I don't mind it. We played basketball last week where I repetitively dunked onto you until you started to cry. True or false? I wasn't crying. Dave Thornton. The show is called I Want to Be Bruce Lee. The original poster had you in blackface. True or false? False. False. Don't tweet about it. False. Last question. This segment was when he called 5 just for the record, but I forgot to bring a record, so I had to give you a thermos. True or false? True. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Dave Thornton. We'll be back with more from him in the break. Don't go away. We'll be back with comedy from Dane Ratzon. You're watching Studio 8.